So, this is going to be a fun little episode. We're going to talk about 70 different limited editions that Hermès has produced with Birkins and Kellys. It's going to be wild. We're going to blast through them.
Buckle up, kids.
Yes, buckle up. We're going to give you a little brief rundown of what these bags look like, and then we're going to give you our reactions to them, our impressions of them, and our opinions on them. So, James, do you think that we should do this in ascending value order or descending value order?
Ascending. Let's go
Ascending.
least.
Okay, so we're going to start at the
least
bottom.
to most, yeah.
Yes, I love this.
Yeah.
Good, good,
Keep
good.
the anticipation high, the anxiety going.
Oh, yes. So, here's what we'll do. I will say what the limited edition is. James over there will describe it, right? And then I'll give you my impression of it, and then James will give you his. That'll be a nice little even back and forth. How's that?
Oh, excellent. Yeah, I'm great at describing things, so here we go.
Good, good. Okay, perfect. First limited edition is Eclat. Go.
So, éclat means flash in French. And the éclat bags look like regular bags. There's nothing really special about them until you look behind some of the features. And they'll feature either white in the traditional éclat, or they will feature other colors, but mainly white. So white on the bottom, white behind the closure straps, white on the inside, and yeah, that's basically the rundown of éclat. Pretty small, limited edition from like the mid 2010s.
So, love that description. Yeah, they did Eclats in Kellys and Birkins. Not 25s,
No.
not 28s, 32s and 35s and 40s, as well as Kelly cuts. And they did exotic eclats, but those are very rare. My impression of them, hate them. Skip it. The only eclats that I like are the fauve Tadillac ones with ruby chev undersides. That's the only version that I like. What are your impressions, James?
Okay, that was a hot take right off the bat, but I mean, I feel pretty similarly about eclats. It's hard to differentiate between uh, if it's because they were so oversaturated a couple of years ago, or not oversaturated but common, or if it's like a standalone aesthetic issue I have. But I like the concept. I think the concept is an interesting one. I think they could have taken it to the next level in certain ways, because it's just leather for the leather bags. Just leather all the way around, just with the white flash. I don't know. I could skip it. I'm gonna settle on skip it.
Okay, love that. Next limited edition, and this is a sort of broad vintage one.
Rapid fire.
And let's keep it snappy. We got 70 of these to go through here. So this is, in a broad sense, toile bags. What is toile, James?
Toile is canvas. It's woven from two different colored fibers, creating kind of a checkerboard pattern. Which toile are you talking about? Are you talking about
all toiles? This is a broad ranging limited edition. Birkins, Kellys, 25. I've never seen a 25. Oh, well, actually, recently, yeah, they've done 25 toile Birkins. Yeah. But Kellys of all sizes, Birkins of all sizes.
I mean,
not really pochettes or cuts or anything like that, but all different leather trims, exotic trims. Generally, love toile.
Yes.
Show me a toile bag, I probably love it. It's casual luxury. It's timeless country elegance.
Ooh, country, yeah.
That's my impression of toile.
So are we including like the toile de camp? Are we talking about...
No.
This is just
those are separate
H.
limited editions. Right. If it's got its own name, it's something else.
Got it. Okay, so we're talking about toile H bags. Love it. I love when there's more leather trim involved than just straight up toile. But overall, I do love it. I love that it's a more casual limited edition, and also it's a little bit more accessible because of the price point is obviously a little bit lower. Maybe not on the resale market, I'm not sure, but retail a little bit
Yeah,
lower.
it really depends on the
Yeah,
piece.
definitely.
Yeah, I think retail prices for those are generally the same as leather. So it's not like, oh, you're getting a cheap bag, it's canvas. Like, no, it's still Hermes. It's the
Really?
same price.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Never mind then.
that's what I think. Okay, so next limited, troika, pony hair. What is troika? I guess I just told you what troika is, but yeah.
So troika is a pony hair, and it's used in paneling. So like the front panel.
But pony hair is not from ponies,
No,
right?
it's cowhide. It's just the
Okay.
technical term is pony hair, but it's literally cowhide. So don't freak out. Nobody is using ponies in bags yet. This is not an IKEA meatball situation. But I would love the troika. I think there's, I mean, it's so equestrian looking. It's just, I think, quintessential Hermes vibes. Comes in black
I
again.
disagree.
Goodbye. We're done
Oh
here.
yeah. Well, I mean, it comes. Okay, so you're saying black and but there's like a tan one too. So like you get like your three colors of troika, and yeah, I don't like it because it balds. It balds so easily,
We don't we
and
don't judge materials based on how they wear.
it's beautiful when it's new. It's so
Do you like
beautiful,
suede?
and it's beautiful when it's like heavily worn. I saw this one that was like balding to a point of pattern. It was amazing. All
Wow.
over it was bald spots. I don't know what they did to that bag, but yeah, I would say it's a general pass for me.
Wow.
Yeah, you can find them in Kelly's and generally hacks. Troika
Mm-hmm.
Birkins are pretty unusual.
True.
Boleeds, you can find Troika Boleeds, Troika Plumes, etc. Okay, so next, limited.
I'm still reeling from you saying you don't like troika. I'm mad, honestly.
I mean, I love seeing it, but I would never
Who
recommend it,
knew this podcast was
honestly.
going to turn into a cat fight? All right, next one.
Yeah, bag fight. Okay, denim,
Oh, love. Oh, I'm
also
supposed to
known as
describe them.
toile jean. Well, whatever. I think we've sort of, we're on a roll here.
Yeah. I love. Also called toile jean. Yes, indeed.
It is like denim of your jeans, if you need more explanation than that. They do these bags with all different types of trim. I've seen white trim, I've seen blue jean trim, I've seen like
Yeah.
natural gold trim, um, shiny crocodile trim. Love it, all of it. Again, with like the casual vibes from toile. Blue jean is like, not blue jean, that's the color.
Yeah.
Denim bags like have that similar coolness, but it's a little bit more urban, you know?
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean by urban?
Like off the farm into the city.
Okay, fair enough. I would have said
Yeah,
it goes
although there
kind
is
of on
something
the.
cowboy western
Yeah,
about
that's what I was gonna
denim
say. It was
too.
like it's kind of western
Yeah.
because denim, Levi Strauss. Yeah, this was a collaboration between Hermes and Levi's. Just kidding.
That would be great. Oh my gosh. If they use denim from like antique
Yeah, they
Levi's.
would never do that. They would never, ever,
Wow. I
ever.
mean, an artist should.
An artist should,
Okay.
Max.
Yeah, exactly. Wink, wink. Next limited edition, vibrato.
Oh, love vibrato. I think vibrato is so cool. I think the process is really cool because vibrato is
Hmm.
stacked and pressed, heat pressed goat skin. So you get all of these different layers of goat skin in all different colors. The only criticism I have for vibrato is it's very 70s coded to me. It looks it reminds me of kind of like a 70s waiting room wallpaper or something like that. I don't know.
Now they made this mostly in like the late '90s, early 2000s, maybe into the mid 2000s. I feel like the last vibrato bags I saw were maybe 2006,
Mm-hmm.
2007, something like that. And they came in all different color combinations with different leather trims, Birkin 30, Birkin 35, Kellys of all different sizes. There's something called vibrato snip, which is snipped up and it's even cooler. Um, so there's a ton of variation within vibrato, and they generally don't sell for very high numbers. But I think they're all very cool, and if you have one, it's very unique, and so that's why I really like them.
Yeah, every single
It's
vibrato
an
is kind
opportunity
of
to have a pretty
different.
unique
Yeah,
bag.
even though if it might be made in the same color, the vibrato pattern is going to be different because of the different layers involved.
Totally, totally. Next limited edition, this is a classic, Candy. And we're going in ascending order here, so we're still pretty low at the bottom. The Candy collection, if you don't know, was like a big limited edition when Christophe Lemaire first took over for a couple of years, like 2010 through 2014, I would say, is when they were making them. There's 10 different color variations, and it's just an exterior with a contrasting interior. They did them all in Epsom leather, Birkins and Kellys, 25 through 35, Cellier Kelly 25s. All the other Kellys were retourné. And they're pretty hot for quite a while. And now then they were pretty common, and now they're just out there. And I would say, well, you give us your impression, James. What do you think of the Candy collection today?
Sorry, I dissociated as soon as you said Candy collection, so
I get it. Gotcha. I would say at this point in time, only go for the 25s, because those are
Yeah.
rare and they're cute, and it's like you got a fun little Epsom 25 with a different interior color. My favorite candies are kiwis.
Oh yeah, with the lichen inside. Yeah,
Yeah, and you rarely see kiwi outside of the candy collection.
very true. Although I love kiwi and croc better than leather.
Oh, but that's crazy
I
rare.
know, so rare, but so pretty.
So rare. So
But yeah,
rare.
I'm gonna pass on the candies in general as a group. I just am so traumatized by them having seen. I mean, I have pictures on my phone where I have almost all of the colors like lined up in a windowsill. I'm just not here for
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
it. It's too much.
Next limited edition, Flag. Flag Kellys and Flag Birkins, which are quite different. Flag Birkins are toile bodies with Berenia trim in a couple different colorways, and Flag Kellys are Epsom Cellier Kellys in, I think, only 32 and 35. I don't know if they did 28.
I don't think so. I think they were only the larger sizes.
Yeah. And the Birkins, I think, only 30 and 40. 35
Yeah.
and 40. And, yeah, thoughts?
Well, the flag originated from nautical flags. That's kind of the inspiration behind it. Well, I'm good. I mean, this is a controversial take because I know other people don't like them, but I kind of do like them. I will say that I like the Kellys better just because of the craftsmanship involved. The toile ones, they're cute, understated, but there's not like that X factor for me where the leather ones have
Yeah,
it.
I think they have it. I think for me, it more depends on the colorway. Like the Flag Birkin with the all blue body, I think looks great.
Okay.
The other ones, I think, are a little preppy. And the Flag Kelly,
Hello,
I
do you know who
think,
you're talking to?
the one that's like, okay,
Preppy
yeah.
is like right
But
up
the
my
Flag Kelly,
alley.
like, well, I mean, I can be preppy too sometimes, but I'm also just thinking about like a broader appeal. And so I think like when it comes to the Flag Kellys, the one that I like, it's I don't know what the exact colors are off the top of my head, but it's like coral pink on the outside and a darker red stripe on the middle. The ones that are like white and red or white and blue, I think are two Red Cross.
Oh yeah. Yes. Definitely.
Yeah.
I think it's Rouge de Sac.
Something like that. And white. Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, my favorite's definitely the blue Talassa and white. I think that's my favorite.
Very preppy, very nautical.
Listen, unpredictable.
Go for it. Love that. Our next limited edition are the jumping bags, jumping canvas, which is a type of wool canvas with these multicolor vertical stripes coming down. There's sort of a more neutral version and then a more colorful version. They did them in Birkins, 30-35, some hacks, some Kellys, and this was in the early mid 2000s. I want to say like 2006. They usually have like an ebon evergreen trim, something like that. Maybe it's ebon swift, something like that.
I think evergreen. I think you were right the first time.
Yeah. Thoughts on the jumping bags?
Take it or leave it. It's cute enough.
Yeah, I agree. There's one that I like. The 30 in the colorful variation, the Birkin 30. That's a cute bag. Yeah. But I take the 35 too, but it's cuter in the 30, you know what I mean? I think the colorful variation is worth having in your collection. The neutral one's a little blah.
Agree.
Yeah.
Concur.
Next edition, Harlequin, also known as Harlequin.
I'm going to dissociate again. Clown bags.
Well, then allow me to take you on a...
bags. Times 10.
There's something there. I don't know. They did these with 6 different colors. A different color on every side. Birkins and Kellys. 30, 35, and 32. In 2 different colorways. One that centers around orange, and one that centers around blue and purple. It's like orange and blue, which is really wild. And the blue and purple is a little more subtle. Yeah, I don't know. Birkin 30, cute, worth having in your collection, because it's just so wild to have that many colors on a bag.
That is true.
But other than that, it's a lot of luck, and I would say skip it.
A lot of luck. And these colors are not quiet. They did not choose very quiet shades.
They're not harmonious.
No, they definitely went for the competition of the colors. Yeah.
Yes. Next edition, Gillies. It's a big one.
Yeah.
Mostly Gillies leather, specifically leather Gillies bags. Forget exotics.
Okay. Yeah, so the Gillies are inspired from the brogue style shoe, like a wingtip Oxford shoe, if you know what that is. My take on these is I like the all leather versions, the olive and ruby Tadillac, because I love Tadillac, but also I think they look better when it's all leather. But I like it. I think it's a dressier way to wear the Birkin. And Kelly.
Yeah. It does sort of just dress it up a little bit. Again, I agree. There's certain examples that I like. The Tadillac ones are gorgeous because it's closer to, I think, a full looking shoe.
Right.
Just like that. And I think there was one gorgeous version that was black Clemence with indigo Swift trim. And just that subtle difference. I think the ones that are tonal and subtle and neutral are good. But the ones that are bamboo or anemone or a mix of suede and Clemence and Swift are nonsense.
Garbage.
Skip it. Yeah, exactly. Next edition, Lainage Birkins, which are houndstooth wool. These were sent down the runway by Jean-Paul Gaultier. They were produced in 30 and 35 centimeter versions, and they're very rare, and they're very cool, and they're very sophisticated and kind of masculine. Yeah, what do you think about them?
I would say they're a deep cut, and I really like them. I think if they had expanded on that, I think I wouldn't like them as much, but I think because of the rarity and the similarity to a tartan, I think it's kind of cool. I don't know.
I really like them. I would love to have one. I think they're great. Love a Lainage. Next edition is another canvas. Yeah. Another canvas edition we have is Potamus Birkins and Kellys. That's another wool canvas. They did those in 4 or 5 different colorways, and it's just a solid color with 3 stripes on one side and 1 stripe on the other side. Black. 1 black stripe, 3 black stripes on either orange, red, blue, navy, brown backgrounds. Thoughts?
Yeah. Potamus. I like the collection. I don't like the name. It just reminds me of hippopotamus every time, and it's a personal hang-up I have, and I'm sorry.
Well, it comes from the Greek word for river.
Yes. No, well, right, because hippo is horse. Right. Yes. You're
Hmm.
so right.
Yeah, so the lines, I guess, are like a river. I don't know. I could take
Sure.
it or leave it with these. Yeah, I don't know about them. They're fine. I have no gripes with the Potamus bags. They're cool, but I don't need it.
Yeah, I think that's
For
where
a
I would land
steal, I'd take
too.
it. Yeah. Club Birkins. Either a 30 or
Yeah.
35 with a central stripe that differs from the body,
Yeah.
and that stripe is flanked by thin stripes of another material. Some of them are
Yeah.
lizard, and some of them are Berenia, and the
Oh,
Berenia
right.
ones have an additional stripe across the top of
Yeah.
Berenia. And the Berenia ones, the central panel is crinoline.
Right. Or
Yeah,
Ottoman
so there's your
Decrin.
explanation. Yeah, of the Club Birkins. And again, for me, I love the Berenia ones. I hate the lizard
Yeah.
ones. Hmm.
Yeah, I'm like half and half with this one. I like it in the same way that I like the flags. I don't like it in the same way that I don't like the candies.
Okay, gotcha. Uh, I personally think the best one is the Vert Degree Fjord
Mm,
one with the blue crinoline center and the Berenia. I just think that's
okay.
beautiful. It's perfect. It's subtle. But yeah, that's my take
Yeah.
on the
I
Club Birkins. There's
yeah.
only one club that I want to be in, and it's that one.
Okay, well the club I want to be in is the indigo with the rouge crinoline. I think that one's the
Okay,
best
okay,
one. So
that's beautiful. That's
we can
beautiful.
twin club.
Yeah, we'll that's good. Let's get a pair of those, you and me.
Yeah.
We'll twin it.
It'll be the uniform.
Yeah. Okay, so next limited edition. This is also pretty broad. It's more of just a rare
This is so
material, some
rapid
might
fire. My
say.
brain is like on fire.
I know. Let's do this. Doubly.
Like as in suede?
Suede, exactly. Yeah, Doubly suede.
Okay. I was like, is there a limited edition called Dobley that doesn't have anything to do with suede?
No, it's just, as a rare material that, kind of functions as a limited edition.
It's a stretch, Max, but I don't know. I I like them. I like them. They scare me because of the delicacy of suede. I will say I like grizzly more than doubly, but
Ooh, hot take.
I like the beast look. The beast.
That nappy
Careful.
suede.
Yeah, the nappy suede. Oh my god, dead. Yeah, but also I will say that it's better in bright colors and neutrals.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
suede, yeah. I think suede doesn't work so well in lighter colors. It can get kind of
right.
dirty looking, but if it's like,
Rouge Cassac.
black, yeah, or like some framboise or,
Yeah, it's got to be
Etrusque,
bright.
noisette, yeah, or just like a beautiful, lovely neutral. Yeah,
Right.
generally I like suede. It's rare. I think it's worth having a suede bag in your collection.
Yeah.
Um, Ready
I
for the
like
next one?
turquoise suede.
Oh, I love turquoise suede. I saw this turquoise suede JPG Birkin this year. Mind blown.
Whoa. That's
I know, mind
amazing.
blown.
Oh my god,
It didn't
jelly.
sell in the auction with a 5,000
How?
pound reserve. I know. I
Wait.
was like,
Yeah,
pay
still.
attention, people.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. You're all asleep.
Insane. Insane. You got to read Bagwatch closer. Bagworld, excuse me.
Yeah.
Next limited.
Keep the eyes open.
Deshaney. Right. Read every word. Deshaney.
Amazing French pronunciation there, Max.
Oh, is it good?
No.
Is it Deschanier? Is that what it
Yeah, something
is?
like that. I'm not good at
Oh,
French
I had no
either. I just
idea.
like Jashani. Sounds very Americanized.
I'm
Um,
sure it is.
um, I don't like it,
There's
and
a
I don't know
Birkin and there's a
why.
Kelly, right? There's a Kelly
Yes.
28 with a brown trim, and there's a Birkin 35 with black trim. And
Yeah.
there's Constances in black
Right.
and brown and red.
Yeah. I will say I like black the best out of all of those combos. But I don't know. There's nothing that exciting about it. It's just like a printed pattern on
Yeah. The
toile
print
de
is like a
camp.
print of bracelets, like bracelet
Right.
designs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I agree. I think there's better printed canvases
Yeah.
out
I
there.
agree. And Also, I'm not a huge fan of toile de camp, which is kind of a woolier canvas.
Right, it's more like a burlap. Hmm.
Yeah, kind of burlappy. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't excite me.
Uh, moving on then. Next limited, Cascade Birkins. We just did an article about these on BagWorld, so you should all know exactly what these look like.
And if you don't, shame on you.
Shame. But yeah, the Cascade Birkins, 30 and 35 centimeter. These came out in 2012. There were two versions, one that was Rose Jaipur and Etane with Gris Tourterelle. No, Rose Jaipur, Etane, and Argile.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one was Gris Tourterelle, Moutard,
Mm-hmm.
and Sanguine.
Yeah.
Right, and it's sort of like color blocked with stripes. I love the Sanguine version. I'm not a
Yeah, I
fan
was
of
just
the
about to
Rose
say.
Jaipur version.
No,
Again, it's like I love one, I hate the other.
yeah, I think the Rose Jaipur version is. I like the idea behind it, but I think the combination of the Atene and Argile makes it just look flat. Like fall flat, I mean, not look flat.
Yes, I
I don't
agree.
know. And also, again, it's kind of similar to the candy in my brain. Like, it's just. I've seen too many of them. There was a time period where they were just like left, right, and center at auction.
That's true. Yeah. Now
Whatever.
they're kind of rare.
Right, which is
Um,
crazy.
it's crazy. They actually a new record was just set for one at auction this year, 27.5.
Stop. USD?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Stop. Stop.
I know. For a Moutard version, a 35.
But also, for those listening, it came out in 2012, but you will see them out there with an O Square 2011
Yeah,
stamp.
some 2011. Exactly, totally. Next one you'll love, Grizzly Birkins. There were two versions of these. There's the original Grizzly Birkin, and then there's the new Grizzly Birkin. Would you care to tell us the difference?
No, you tell us the difference because I.
Okay, so the old Grizzly Birkins, we're talking, again, like 2012 or something with this. It's a nappier suede than Dobley.
Mm-hmm.
They're sort of half gillies. Like the top has evergreen gillies trim, but the bottom doesn't. It's all Grizzly suede. Birkins, 30 and 35. Bunch of different colorways. More recently, they came out with the Grizzly in Birkins 25 and 30. And this has no Dobley trimming. I mean, no Grizzly trimming. No gillies trimming, excuse me. It just has a swift flap and handles and sanglaise and piping.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you're
And
referring
then
to
a
now.
bunch of neutral colorways, right?
Yes.
And yeah, I actually prefer the original ones. I don't love any of them, but I saw a green one this season at Heritage that I loved. And that's the only one I would want.
Wow. Yeah, I could go with a grizzly. The technical term for the pile is high. Or sorry, the um, as Max so beautifully referred to as nappy, is high pile. High pile suede has more like fibers attached to it. They leave that on.
More fibers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next limited,
Yeah.
Futra wool felt. The
I dig
Future
it.
Birkin 35's pretty damn rare. Recent, like what was
Yes.
2019, 2020, something like that. Love.
Yeah.
Light as a
Although
feather.
the Evelyn's kind of blew the Evelyn TPMs that they made in Futura kind of blew up the spot of Futura for a while.
Yeah, and the Piketons too.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and some larger Evelyns I saw.
Yeah.
But I like that Futura wool. I think it's not trimmed with the Birkin on the front flap. Just the raw edge there. I think the construction of it's very different. And I think that's compelling, and I think that's a really cool one to have.
Yeah.
If you
I
ask
agree.
me. Pretty rare.
And it doesn't
And
feel
they did
like
Futura hacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are more
it's a-
common. Futura hacks are more common.
Yeah.
Sorry, go
I
ahead.
feel like you can't do that to me because I get squirrel brained. There was also a bag called the To Do that they made in Futura a long time ago that was pretty popular as a travel bag.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was the connection. It was mainly used in like travel and smaller leather goods, like not major ones, until they came out with this.
Nice. Next limited edition, Waffle Kellys. Early
So
2000s.
yes.
Go. We're taking it back.
Do you remember, because I'm totally blanking on it right now, the technical term for the waffle? There's a legitimate term for it. Waffle is like the colloquial term. Ugh,
I don't
I'm gonna have
know.
to look at my records and find it.
Is it waffle?
No, it's something totally different. But I remember finding it and I was like, wow, that's cool. But it does have a real branded name. Waffle is just the colloquial, like, what everybody calls it. But I think it's really cool. So the waffle is Kelly's. And what they do is they stretch box leather over this, like, metal gridded, not a fence, but you know what I'm saying, like, sheet
Like a mesh.
Mesh, thank you. They stretch the box leather over that so it becomes a little softer, and it has this like beautiful waffly like gridded pattern effect. I think it's really cool. It came out in like rougeage and black. Did they make any other colors? I don't think so.
I don't know if I've seen like a really dark blue. Maybe that was black.
Yeah, I think it's black. Black and
Is there metal in there?
I believe it's a metal frame.
Okay, it's not just like stretched over and then like heat treated and removed. Like the wiring is still in the bag. I don't know. I've never taken one apart.
I've never.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? You'd completely destroy the bag.
Yeah, I know. I kind of love it. It's a very early limited edition. It's pre-Gautier, and I think it's very distinct. It's very cool. I think it's worth having in your collection. Go for the smallest size you can find.
Definitely.
28 if they did that. I don't know. 32 and 35 they definitely did. But if you can find a 28, that'd be cool.
I don't think they did that small. I think most of the limited editions during this time period, like Gautier and shortly after, were 32, 35. Like they didn't do a whole lot of smaller limited editions.
Yeah. So this is sort of an edition within an edition. And we'll get to the edition itself later because this one's lower on the value spectrum. Lettre au carré. And that's the toile, I think it's a toile de camp. Kelly 28, one size, one colorway, with a bunch of the lettre letters printed on it in black and red. Boop, boop, boop. Squares. Pretty rare. One of the cooler printed canvas Kellys, if you ask me. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool. Again, it's like kind of got this like preppy, although a little bit Bauhaus thing going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it's one of the cooler toile Kellys out there for sure.
Yeah,
pretty rare.
Like, it brings in the vibes of their more geometric scarves and puts it in a bag. So I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah. This is another limited toile. Berlin Kellys. These are Kelly 32 Cellier that are mostly done in Berlin toile, which is a coated canvas. And what's super cool about these, what's so amazing about these, if you can't tell already, I love them, is that they have a rear exterior slip pocket, making them, oh my god, so practical. Oh my god, oh my god. Why all Kellys don't have that, I don't know.
These are the things that excite bag people. It has a back pocket.
I know.
Yeah. No, I think it's cool.
And they came in a bunch of colors. Some bright, some neutral. I would take any color. I just love that back pocket so much.
Yeah, they there's also Berlin Constances as well, and I don't know. I like it. I think it's an interesting, like, how I would describe it would be like patent toile. It's got like that coating on it, so it's a little bit shinier. I like the juxtaposition of that shiny toile with the matte toile, traditional toile. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. It's an interesting like textural experience. How's that for for my take?
Yeah, and it seems really practical too. I would use that as like a daily bag.
I haven't seen how it wears. Does it crack?
That's true.
Ages? Like, what are the problems?
I don't know.
What are the downsides?
Yeah, I don't know. It's more recent, so we'll have to wait and see.
Go run it over with your car.
It's pretty flexible.
And let us know.
Yeah, it's pretty flexible, so I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Next on our list is Contour. contour Birkins and Kellys, I think came out in like 2014, 2015, don't quote me. And they were all Epsom, bunch of different sizes, 2 different colorways. Rouge H, blue, marine. Classic colors. And what makes contour Birkins and Kelly special is their resin. On the blue ones, they have Rouge H resin, and on the Rouge H ones, they have navy resin. And again, love the blue with the red. Distinct, fabulous. The red with
Classic.
the navy, you don't even notice it. It's like, why bother?
Yeah.
So that's my take on the contour bags.
Yeah, because Rouge H already has black resin naturally, so it's like not too far off. But I think I agree with you, Max. I think the navy ones with the red casing are better. Resin casing. It's more understated than a lot of other
Very subtle.
ones. Yeah, super subtle. Not everybody's going to notice immediately. So I kind of like that. But again, you wouldn't, on the other side, you wouldn't notice it. So it's kind of like passable.
Exactly. It's not even like the interior is the other color either. It's
Right.
just
Just
the
the
resin.
casing.
Just
Yeah.
the resin. Yeah, casing. Next on our list, officier canvas. This is very
Boring.
similar to toile. I know, it's like a little bit of a tighter weave, a
Yes.
bit smoother.
Yeah, the weave is like
If you have
in
the
a
choice,
row.
I would go with a toile bag instead of an officier bag.
100%.
It
100% agree.
wears worse,
Yep, it's thinner. It's
thinner.
It's just, I think, boring. Like, I don't know. It's just canvas. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't strike me as anything special. That's
Yeah.
it.
Next up, surf Birkins.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about the surf Birkins, James.
You go.
These are like, I think they're only 35s. I think there's like 2 colorways, blue and yellow.
Yeah.
And the distinct thing about them is that they're lined with a printed toile that has like surfboards and a beach scene.
Yeah.
And that's actually kind of cool. I think they're cute. I like it. I don't know.
That was
You
the
look
most
inside though,
succinct
it's
way
and
to
it's
describe that. I was like, how am I even going to get into describing this? I was thinking too hard about it, I think.
yeah, I think that it's busy looking inside. It's like if you're looking for your stuff, you're going to be like, "Oh, is it under this surfboard? Is it next to that palm tree?" Like you're going to get confused. But in theory, it's cute. I don't know. I'd say
Yeah.
pass.
Yeah, they also need garden parties, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, those
With
are
that
cute.
pattern inside. Yeah.
Outside.
I would prefer the garden party, but I still think the Birkin's cool too.
It's cool. It's fine. It's whatever. I'd pass. I don't like it.
Wow, that was a rapid fire decline in opinion. Go ahead. Next.
Okay. Next is this is one of my least favorites.
Oh gosh, here we go.
Tressage Birkins. Horrible. Epsom 30 and
So-
35 centimeter Birkins with interwoven checkerboard central panels.
Yeah,
Blech.
it gives me Argyle vibes.
Yeah.
I controversially don't hate this. I think it's kind of cool, and I think it's really I'm like breaking up because I'm like I know I'm gonna get slandered. It's totally tanked on the secondary market, so do not buy it. But I think the concept is cool. I think the colorways are cool. I like the gold. I think it's gold with the blue de Nord and other blue versus the other ones. But Max is going to destroy me in 2 seconds, so I better leave.
I'm not even going to comment. No comment. Those little like niches in the weave are just going to get full of dust and stuff. That's what I don't like
Get a
about
little
it.
spray can. Get it done.
I think there's much more elegant ways they could have done checkerboard patterns with like marquetry or something or cutouts, and I just think the weaving was just like, it lacks luster for me. It's lackluster.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Next on our
Agree
list
to
though,
disagree.
love these Kellys. Now what's the term for the broad term for this? Because there's a number of different versions. Is the broad term au cheval? And then there's like the Au Galop, Au Trot, Au
Mm.
Pas
Hmm. Yeah.
versions. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
so I think they're called the Au Cheval Kellys,
yeah.
broadly.
Yes, because all three of them are named after different trots that a horse can do.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
What do you know?
And so that's kind of the inspiration. So if you look at each of these galop, etc., you can see like the broadly speaking, if you think artistically, you can see the movement in each of them.
Wow, on the handles. That's
Yeah.
amazing. So each of these has like a beautiful, intricately crafted handle that's got like additional leather work on the
Mhm.
Kelly. And they did them in 28 and 32.
Yeah.
And a couple different colorways. Love. Love all of them. Get as many as you can. Those handles are gorgeous.
Yeah, they're
That's
really
my
cool. The
take on
leather work
these.
is really cool. I
Mm.
agree. I agree. I think it's a really cute idea too, to like abstract the equestrian um, gallops, different galloping styles. I don't know. I'm not an
Hmm.
equestrian, and then visually interpret that into the handle of each Kelly is really cool.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
Fully. Next one, Verso. Big collection, continuing. It's been doing it for like a long time.
Mm-hmm.
These are
Yeah,
just
since like
bags that have
2016 or something.
predetermined. Yeah, that's about right. These are just
2018.
Birkins and Kellys and other bags that have predetermined differing colored interiors. And
Yeah.
there's a bajillion different versions of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I call this the candy collection part two.
Yes, exactly. They do them in different leathers, different sizes, Birkins and Kellys, other things. It's like,
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Yeah,
I could never keep track.
for this one, it really depends on the color combo. It really does. Like,
Yeah, if you see one you like, get it. But I wouldn't like, I don't care, you know?
yeah, exactly,
Hmm.
exactly. I would say my favorite that I've seen has been malachite, and I think it's blue Zanzibar on the
Yes, I
inside.
do love that one. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was an early
but
combo.
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
yeah.
So
Some
doesn't
of them
speak
have
well
been
for the
like
rest of
really
it.
cringe.
Oh
Yeah, some of them
yeah,
have been really bad.
I think one is like
Oh my gosh.
some rose shade and faux or orange something or
Faux
other, and I can't
Rose
remember.
Eglantine. Faux and Eglantine.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I was thinking like a darker, like a framboise typey. I don't remember exactly what it was, so don't quote me. But eglantine is even worse.
Yeah, I know. It's bad.
That's
There's some bad
horrific.
ones. I
Ew.
know.
Okay.
It's like they were like, we got to
Next,
get rid of
quickly.
this Eglantine Agnew
Ugh!
that we've got
No.
lying around. Next one. Next one.
No.
Moving on.
Throw it in the trash.
Marble silk Constances. And since it's not on the list because they're so rare, I'm going to include Brazil silk Constances.
Oh, okay. Wait, so explain the marble one because I'm not sure what you mean. I know the Brazil ones because they have the Brazil feathers from the scarf pattern on them.
Yes, exactly. And those came out around 2012 or so, and there's two different colorways, and they're trimmed with Berenia.
Yeah.
The marble silk is the Japanese marbled silk Constance 24s and 18s that are like mostly pink, and it's this ancient Japanese marbling silk technique that they sort of discovered and they do in Japan, and it's like really beautiful and intricate, and each one's a little bit different. Um, but they really flooded the market. And even though they're beautiful, I worry about silk in the long run on bags because it ripples. And I would say if you love it, get one. But I'm not going to like recommend you get one. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, silk ripples, and then it also becomes threadbare on handbags because it's such a high friction surface.
Yeah. I think the Constance with the Brazil print is cuter.
Agreed.
Imhop. Yeah.
Imhop too.
Next one is another printed toile Kelly. It's the Couverture de Jeu Kelly's 28 and 32. This is the Kelly
That's
with
a-
the Berenia trim and a horse printed canvas.
Okay.
It's got like a
It's
horse on it and some like ribbons. It's called Couverture de Jeu.
Yeah.
They did it in two different colorways. One's sort of a red canvas. The other one is sort of like a more neutral canvas with some
Yeah.
greens.
I like it. Sorry, that was
Yeah, I don't like the red one so much. I like the other one a lot. I would say get it.
yeah, brown, brown,
Yeah,
and green.
brown. Yeah, yeah.
Very equestrian.
Any other thoughts? Pretty limited. We're talking like what, 2006, 7? Don't
Yeah.
quote me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say I like this better than the Deschanel ones.
Yes, I like it better than the Deschanel and less than the Lettre au Carré.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Next one, Dalmatian.
Oh yes, love Dalmatian.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so cool. Like, so Dalmatian is buffalo skin, and that they double dye so that the base is one color and then the top layer is another color. So it kind of has like a Dalmatian effect. Um, Done in black and black. Sorry, yes, black and
Yeah,
orange
black.
H. I was like,
Mhm.
wait, what? Yeah, black and orange H.
And Rouge H.
Right?
Rouge H,
True.
right.
Those are
Yeah,
more rare, I think.
rare. Yeah, those are pretty rare. And they have like a pinkish hue
Yeah.
on the
I
outside.
see the orange ones a lot
and
more
green.
than anything else.
Yeah, I've never seen a green Dalmatian Birkin or Kelly, though. I've only seen those in other bags.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But they also do the inverse where you have black with white and then also white with black.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Which
And
is
I think
cool.
the black with white is really the coolest.
Definitely.
It's so dramatic, but each one's so different. It's gonna have like a totally different spot pattern. So I love Dalmatian bags, all of them.
100%.
I say must have. Get more than one. Different colors, different sizes.
Yeah, for
if
sure.
you're collecting.
You could do
Love.
a whole like Cruella de Vil section to your collection. That's just all Dalmatian bags.
Love that. Love. I've only ever seen one Dalmatian Birkin 25, and that one went to Kylie Jenner.
Ooh.
And she's now known to own it. Yeah, very cool.
Are we allowed to say that? I'm just kidding.
From 2008 too, very late in Dalmatian production, like the end. Interestingly, the same year that I saw this Celadon Hema Birkin 35 was produced in 2008.
Wow.
I was like, whoa. Yeah, I know, it's wild. Anyways,
Yeah, that is
we're getting
wild.
off topic. Yeah.
Is that on here, Celadon?
No. Next, limited. Lettre Kellys.
Okay. So these were all made similar to the other Lettre Kelly that we were talking about before, de Carré, except that these were done for each letter of the alphabet. And they're kind of like blocky patterns that each one gets a different letter. They're not one of one. They're definitely made in series, but each one gets a different letter, and it spells Hermès, all of them. Yeah, so there's one for H.
And they did allow people
HERMES.
to custom order any letter that they wanted. You could do a special order.
Yeah, I saw a J once, and I literally died inside. I was like, I shouldn't get this, but I want it.
Right. And that's my take on it, is like, get the one for your name.
And that's it. And leave
That's
it
it.
alone.
You don't need any more. Right, exactly. Next one. Frey Birkins. Yeah.
I think
This is a pretty recent one.
Yeah. I think my take on the Frey, well, first, it's toile paneling on front and back and bottom. And then on the sides,
It's like a
got the
different kind of
leather.
toile. It's sort of like a softer toile.
Yeah, a little bit smaller, and then it's frayed on the edges, so that's where it gets its name, Frey, like frou, but Frey.
Oh.
I like it visually. It gives me kind of like a boho beach bag vibe, like very summery. I don't like it because it was everywhere, and it still kind of is.
Everywhere.
And
Yeah.
it's like way too many of them. Especially
Only
Grimoire's
Birkin
black.
35s.
Yeah, but
I think they're going to get real yucked up too when you use them.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Not my
Although
fave
luckily they
either.
didn't make it in too many light colors. It's mainly brights and black.
Yeah.
Um,
But even
the
like
bamboo
most of the front
ones.
panels are primarily white, like the main color of that canvas.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Next edition, pretty new one as well here. Quadrille. Quadrille canvas, Birkins and Kellys. This is a new type of toile that uses 3 colors of thread and makes this beautiful sort of very small checkerboard pattern. I think it's lovely. I think they're charming. I think
Yeah,
it's a very elevated canvas. Yeah.
yeah.
I
I
would
concur.
say acquire a nice looking
Yeah,
one. And I would go for one that's colorful. There's like black and white ones, meh. Get one that's like got some color in it.
yeah. Well, that's the
Yeah,
fun in the
that's my take
quadrille.
on
So
those.
is the color.
Yeah. That's the fun, is the color. And speaking of fun color, our next edition, Cavalcador Kellys. These are the 32 centimeter Kellys with the multicolor printed belts all over them. And the rear exterior slip pocket. These came out around 2016, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Fun. Very fun. Love that
Yeah.
exterior slip pocket. That's my take on it. James?
That's the only thing good about it. No, I feel the same way about these ones that I do the Deschanel Kellys and Constances.
Okay.
It's just meh, take it or leave it. Neither
Yeah,
here
they
nor
came out
there.
around the same time. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Neither here nor there.
Next is a newer one, the 3-in-1 Birkins.
Hmm.
These have a removable pouch which holds the flap to the Birkin, and it's like
Yeah.
you can put it in the thing, you can take it out of the thing, you can carry it as a clutch, you can turn it around, flip it over, switch them, whatever. There's your 3-in-1. They did them in a bunch of different colors, mostly neutrals, Birkin 30s, only Birkin 30s. Yeah, I take it or leave it. Mm-hmm.
I would take it or leave it, depending on the color. But I think it's a cool idea, interesting execution.
Mm-hmm.
But as like a collector's piece, I don't know. I can foresee it going downhill in like a year or so. There's also
Yeah.
a lot of them right now, all over the place.
Yeah, definitely. Our next limited edition is the Shadow Denim, specifically. Shadow Denim Birkins, which are from the
That's like a
early
collection
days.
inside of a collection.
Yeah, yeah. Those are from the early days of Shadows, which were
Yeah.
designed by Jean-Paul Gaultier around 2010. And they did 35s and 40s in a couple of different denim colorways. White, black, something else. I don't know. They're pretty rare. What do you think of the denim shadows?
Yeah, I think it's rare. I think it's a good option. I'm just, I like the classic shadows. I don't know. There's not really much for me to say about the denim versions.
It definitely
Genuinely.
accentuates some of the design elements of the shadow. It makes it a little bit less shadowy. I think just because of its like rarity and the vibes of the denim, it's got like good vintage appeal.
Yeah, the rarity for sure puts it up there.
Yeah, if you're gonna have like a Shadow Birkin 25, maybe go for a denim Shadow 35 to complement it in your collection.
There you go. Double shadow.
Double shadow. Next up is the Riga collection, Riga toile, which was a green and white thin vertical stripe toile produced on Birkin 35s with a vert anglais trim and on Kelly Lacus 35s. Again, with the vert anglais Swift trim. I think it was Swift trim. Love these rare,
I forgot
chic,
about them.
stunning.
I forgot
right?
about the
They're so
Riga.
rare.
Yeah, I love it. I love it for the same reason I like the flags. Super kind of preppy, nautical.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
But a
a
bit more
good summer
earthy.
bag. I think a
Great
good
summer bag.
spring summer bag. Like I could wear it to a garden party. I could see that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, great garden party bag. Great garden party Birkin.
Ew, that would
Okay,
be such
we
a
are-
disgusting bag if they ever came out with a garden party X Birkin collaboration.
Oh my gosh. Well, remember that Petite H Birkin with the number 3 on it and those handles, and like the way the handles came down the front as stripes in the same way that a garden party's handles would.
Yeah.
That's kind of, yeah. Anyways, moving on.
I'm just envisioning
We
like
are
an
now-
open top Birkin with snaps on the side.
Yeah. Oh gosh. I mean, shadow Birkins have snaps,
Yeah, but
so
different. That's different. Moving on.
yeah. Gotcha. Moving on. Next is the tri-material ostrich bags, which have a mix of ostrich, clemence, and swift, and were made in like turquoise. There's like a green version. I think that's only turquoise and green. Weird, rare.
Very weird.
Kelly 32, Birkin 30. I think those are the only sizes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, retourné. Yeah, weird. When I first saw them, I was kind of interested, but not in the same way that I liked it. You know what I mean? Like I was intrigued, but it didn't cross that threshold.
Yeah.
It's just-
One time I
yeah,
saw a
it's
Kelly,
odd.
a turquoise Kelly from this collection for like $9,000, and I was like, oh, I should get that, you know, and I didn't. And it sold, and I was like, okay, that was the one I should have gotten if you're
What
going
are
to
they
get a
even reselling
tri-material
for,
ostrich.
though?
Well, they never come up, so
Right.
it doesn't really matter,
Yep,
right?
fair. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I
I feel like if they did come up, they would go around 20,
you think?
25. Yeah,
Maybe.
for pristine something. I don't know. Maybe 18.
I doubt. I have my doubts.
At auction, they average a little over 25, like 26.
Oh, really? Okay.
But they haven't come to auction for a long time.
Yeah. I take it back. Then.
Yeah. Next limited edition. And this is another half C's. Sunset Birkins. Sunset.
This actually. Oh, okay. So let's first describe it. It's multiple. It's Epsom leather, and multiple colors.
Cellier.
Cellier Birkin, with multiple colors.
35. Sorry.
Why don't you just describe them all? Because I'm really galaxy brained with the descriptions. I'm just thinking of all of the different descriptive words I can use, and none of it makes sense to anyone but me.
I think our listeners get it. I think they're getting a beautiful picture.
I think you're being too kind, and I think
yeah.
all of them are lost.
Well, with the Sunset Birkins, you've got a darker color variation than its sister, the Sunrise Birkin, which is coming up a couple ones down the line.
Oh, you separated them?
Goes for a little bit more. Mm-hmm.
You didn't do this as a sunrise-sunset combo. Okay.
And well, these were like a really hot thing when they came out just a couple years ago. Everyone was like, "Oh,
And
you
then
gotta
immediately
have
flopped.
these." Yeah, I mean, I don't know about flop. They never went that low. Like you could never get one below 20. And today
That's
they
a flop
retail,
for
or
me.
they average. Well, they average at auction like between 25 and 30.
Oh, wow. Okay. Did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is the same thing as the Frey Frey. For me, it's like they're oversaturated. I don't know. That's all.
Yeah. I could see them going away for a while because they are pretty striking.
Yeah.
And as big bags come back, if maximalism comes in, like that could position them to do well. But they're not doing that badly compared to other limited editions like the Frey Frey, for
Yeah.
example.
Yeah, let's hope they go away. Who said
Just
that?
like
Who said
chill
that?
for a bit. Yeah. Next up is the padded Kelly, which is the 25 centimeter Kelly with a stitching thing down the center and some padding. It's meant to be evocative of vintage automobile upholstery. Came in a couple different colors. I think Berenia or bust with this one.
Yeah, I would agree. I think if you're a girly with a car guy boyfriend / husband / significant other, go for it.
That's a good one, yeah. Yeah.
That's all. The end.
So after this, we have the Touch Lizard bags. Birkins and Kelly 25s in Togo with lizard handles and sanglays.
So we're
Pretty
just talking
recent.
about the lizard touches.
Just the lizard, yeah.
I love how you decided to group these or ungroup these. Just
Yeah.
willy-nilly.
I like the lizard touches
Yeah.
in terms of touches in general. I like lizard. I like that they're
Yeah.
25s. I think these are some of my favorite touches.
I would agree with that. I think my least favorite touches are the matte alligator, which we're not talking about right now. So yeah,
Wow, those are probably my
I
favorite.
agree.
Anyway, we'll get to those later, though. Those are coming down the line, I promise.
Urka durka.
Next edition, Kazakh
Mm-hmm.
Birkins and Kellys. These are the ones that are Epsom leather, Cellier, Birkins and Kellys, with one half being one color, the other half being another color, and a third color on the inside. I like some of them, I don't like others.
Yeah, I think for me it's the same thing as the like leather flag Kellys and the contour. It's like, or not the contour, um, like the Harlequin. Those kinds of like color blocking. Wow,
Yeah.
it can be a little bit much.
Yeah, I
I
like
feel
the
like
dark
my
ones.
favorite is the red and yeah, the dark one,
Navy.
red and
Yeah, like the
indigo?
Rouge and
Is it? Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, nice.
or
I
is
like
it
that one
Nuit?
too.
It might be Nuit. Yeah.
Yeah, I like those dark ones. Agreed. And I
What's
saw like
the-
a really light one too that was like, don't quote me, but like some light blue and some light beige. Maybe it was a custom, because you could do customs on those. So some
Yeah.
people could. Yeah.
Yeah, some people.
I would say, meh. That's my take on the Kazakh.
Yeah, the pink and orange one is horrendous.
Oh,
Burn it if you
I
see
know.
it.
Yeah, wild. I wish they did a black and white one.
Whoa, that'd be
Whoa,
trippy.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be trippy. I would actually be okay with that.
Shadow Birkins. In general, all leather.
In general,
Specifically.
non-denim, non-denim Shadow Birkins. I like this collection still. It's never
It's
grown
cool, it's
old,
different.
old for me. As popularized by Marc Jacobs on the beach. I think work.
Yeah, it's cool. It's structured so differently. It's got the vibes. It looks cool. It's a long-lasting yes for me.
Yeah, and I love
Next
Epic
up.
Calf, so
Love. Kelly dolls. You know what these are. We don't need to describe them.
what? I don't remember what a Kelly doll is. We're not separating these out. They're all one big family.
Yes.
I like them. I like them. As like a collector's item, like them.
It's a
Don't have
must-have
too
for a
many of
collector.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a must-have, at least one. But don't go overboard. Like some of these people are getting a ton of them.
If you want to go overboard, go overboard. I mean,
Don't do
start a
it.
family. Yeah.
Start a family. What do you think about the ones that are backpackless and
The
backpackable?
Pictos.
Yeah, Picto.
Yeah. Love them. I think you need one of each. You need a classic. You need an HSS Swift. You need a Picto, and you need an exotic.
Okay.
That's my thought. I think they're all must-haves, and it's just one of the cutest things. Just so darn cute.
I will say I like the ones that are brighter colors over the ones that
Yes.
are more neutral. And I like the
Yeah.
ones that include exotic more than the ones that are all leather, although that's a close call for me. So
Yeah. Totes.
I'm just
next.
hesitant to go overboard because it's like kawaii.
It's
like,
it's pretty
it's very-
cute. Cutesy patootsy.
Yeah. I don't know.
Colormatic Birkins and Kellys.
I could take it or leave it, I think. Well,
Yeah.
it's
I
kind
love
of interesting.
love the Kellys.
Yeah, it's
like
kind
the
of interesting.
Birkins. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the zipper funness is interesting. I think the multiple colors is interesting.
Yeah, this is a pretty
don't know,
new one.
there's-
It's Birkin 30s, Kelly
Yeah.
25s, couple different colorways with like a zip pocket and a slip pocket and a different colored one of the Sanglays is a different color and something else is a different color and then there's something else that's a different color. So
Hence
that's what
the
the colormatic
colormatic,
bags
yeah.
are. Yeah. And
Yeah, I
I like
think
the Kelly 25s. I think it's like cute to have like a little crossbody or shoulder bag with some extra pockets. That's practical and cute. I think the
yeah.
Birkin's a little odd looking, but
Yeah.
I don't hate it. No
Yeah,
gripes.
for me it's different between I like the Kelly more than the Birkin, just across the board, no matter what size. But then I think my initial hesitation with the
They
Kelly
only did
boutique
25,
was
right? Mm-hmm.
no, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
I've seen 28s out there. Maybe I'm completely
No.
wrong.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, whatever. But I think it's verging. I think my initial hesitation is like my aversion to clown bags with too many different colors and things going on. But I think I've come around somewhere on the positive side of neutral.
Nice. Next one. In and Out Birkins and Kellys. These are the printed Swift Birkin and Kelly 25s with a little X-ray something going on, showing a bunch of stuff inside. Pass.
I think it's kind of cool, but we can pass. Kind of.
They're
cool.
kind of cool, but if you're gonna get a
Underline
printed
kind
Swift,
of.
yeah, if you're gonna do printed Swift, go Nigel Peak.
Not everybody can go Nigel Peak, so they've got to do
Okay.
second best. No, I don't know. I think it's kind of cool.
Okay.
I stand.
Following this is Sunrise, pretty similar to Sunset.
Okay.
Do you prefer sunrise or sunset? I prefer sunset. I like the darker colors.
I was gonna say that I prefer sunset. I think the colors are more muted, but they're still bright. But like it's not as pastel because the sunrise has more like that. I think it's the yellow mainly that makes it ring pastel to me and pink.
Yeah.
There's something candy colored about it that I don't love, and the sunset has richer tones. That's the word, richer.
Yeah. They did a Twilight version for the Bolide, which was 3 darkening shades of dark blue. And I love that. I would love that in a
That's
Birkin.
cool. Yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be cool.
Are
Okay,
you listening,
next.
Hermès?
All right, hello. Touch. As a broad category, I know it's huge.
Didn't we?
Birkins, Kellys, 25
So
through
this-
32, all colors, shiny, matte, alligator,
okay.
crocodile. Some of the Kellys just have the handle. Some include the Sanglés, Cellier, Retourné. There's a ton of different things in this.
Okay.
Yeah. And I
so
hate most of them.
Listen,
Anyways, go for it.
Max and I are definitely going to disagree on this one, but I like the shiny alligator and crocodile more than the matte. And he thinks I'm an imbecile and a Philistine for this, but I disagree strongly. I love the shiny.
I think there's something inherently practical about matte alligator and Togo.
Practicality is for the plebeians.
It's a match made in heaven. It's brilliant. And I think that like leather and shiny crocodile is like a weird combo. It's like fancy schmancy and like basic schmasic. And it doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay, we had a conversation about the Berlin canvas. Where's that shiny versus matte love now, Max?
It's not the shiny matte version. Like, I love the rare bags, which we're not going to discuss here because they're so rare they never even come up, which are a mix of shiny and matte alligator and or crocodile. You know, you've seen those? Love that.
Yeah.
Fabulous. It's the high-low of shiny crocodile leather versus like matte crocodile has, even though it's luxurious, like this inherent practicality about it that I think works with the Togo. If it was shiny crocodile in box, now that's nice.
That would be even better, but I still think that the regular Togo and shiny croc is quiche. I'm going to stand on business with this one.
I gotcha. This is a hack limited edition. The only hack-specific limited edition we'll be discussing. There are a few, but we're not going to talk about like Western hacks or Cosmo hacks or whatever. But we will talk about Endless Road hacks, which are beautiful pieced leather artworks featuring this continuous scene that goes all the way around, and it's stitched and it's embroidered and it's just beautiful. I love them. Oh my gosh, they retailed for a buttload, and they still resell pretty high, but I don't think they even, quite bring retail, which I think was like $38K. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. The craftsmanship, incredible. Like,
yeah, definitely worth getting if you can get it for a good price.
Yeah, I would say it gives me. This is a bad comparison, but it gives me Nigel Peak. But if Nigel Peak did it as applique leather instead of just printed leather, there's just something really cool about all of that.
Totally. And they did them in 2 different colorways, and I would say they're equally gorgeous.
Yeah. Agreed.
Hack 50s, big ones, love it. Next up, similar, very similar, Au Bout du Monde Constances, which feature a similarly pieced scene with some exotics, some like perforated leather, of a similar scene that goes all the way around. They're beautiful, and I would say as well, if you can get it for a good price, get it. Gorgeous.
Yeah. I would agree with that. It reminds me, because of the perforated Swift, it reminds me of those perforated Swift Berlin bags that they did for a while.
Cute. Yeah, I love that.
It's got something like automobile-esque about it. Because of that.
Yeah. Next up, shearling teddy bags. And since none of the mini ones have come to auction, and we're doing this in like ascending value order, this is all based on the 35s and 40s. So the teddy bags were designed by Jean-Paul Gaultier. They're suede bodies with shearling trim, chev interiors, 35 centimeter Kellys, 40 centimeter Kellys. Must have for collectors.
Must have. Absolutely must have. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Any season, must have.
Oh yeah, must have. Doesn't matter if it's busted up. Love it.
No.
Yeah.
That's it.
Next, yeah. Moving on. Fully approved. Nigel Peak Birkins. 1, 2, 3, and away we go, Birkins. Fantastic. Yes. Multicolor printed Swift. All around gorgeous. So unique.
Yeah.
When did these come out?
2017? 16? 17.
Yeah, 17, 16, something like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Must have for collectors. Must have.
And that's it. Very cool.
That's it. Cargo Birkins. 35 and 25.
Wow, this is
various colorways. Love. I love a Cargo Birkin 35. Very cool. Complex, interesting, functional. Cargo Birkin 25. What's the point? Weird. Not feeling it.
What are we doing here? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I see that point for sure. I don't know. I kind of feel like the same way about the Cargo Birkin that I do about the 3-in-1, but I think the Cargo's better. I will say that.
Yeah. Agreed. Desordre, Kellys and Birkins. When this first came out, these are like funky, off-kilter designs. People were really anticipating them. The Kellys have been going for a decent amount.
Yeah.
The Birkins, I've seen a few of them. They're a harder sell, and the Birkin's really weird.
Yeah.
It sits at this bizarre angle. It's strange. The flap is difficult. But the Kelly's cuter, although I think the spindles on both sides present a functionality issue. When it's over your shoulder, you're going to get poked.
Yeah.
But it's cute.
It's a weird concept. Weird, I mean, from a design perspective. I get the concept as artistically, just as a design object, and as a handbag itself, I think it's a weird concept. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the functionality might handicap its value in the future. Yeah.
Props.
But it's cool. It's cute. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Next up, Tri-Material Alligator. We talked about the ostrich versions. They also did this with Matte Alligator, Clemence, and Box in Rouge H and black and maybe like a blue marine.
Yeah.
35, 32, maybe 28, 30 Birkin, 35 Birkin. I love these. I think they're really cool.
I think they're much better than the ostrich ones.
Yeah. It's a exotic bag that's mostly exotic on the body, but it's got real stiff box handles that are going to last, nice squishy Clemence sides that are going to last. Like, it's actually brilliant.
Yeah. It's good. Wow. Not only is it good, it's brilliant.
And they don't bring a ton, so like get them when they come up, and you don't see them often, so I would say go for this one.
Fair. Yeah. You can get a good deal.
Next up, Patchwork Birkins. These were 30 centimeter Birkins with a bunch of different dark green materials. It was like box, chev, epsom, whatever. And then the interior was like rose shocking or something. Pass. Hate it. Weird.
Yeah, it's just weird. I don't hate it. Like, that's a strong word, but I don't like it.
Yeah, Frankenbirken. That's what it looks like to me with the green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the green and black and yeah, dark muted colors. Yeah, Frankenbirken for sure.
Oh, yeah. We're in the final stretch. We're going to cross over the average auction value mark of $50,000. You
Oh my
ready?
gosh, now we're in the big leagues.
Let's go. Contour croc. A variation of the contour. So they did the contour collection in shiny crocodile as well. Shiny rougeage and shiny blue marine.
Yeah.
And it's fabulous in crocodile. Again, if you're doing it, get the navy with the red trim, not the red with the navy trim.
Yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself.
That's our take on that. Yeah. Next up, Gillies croc. This is the Gillies Birkins 30 and 35 that were done with a mixture of matte and shiny Porosus crocodile in either Bourgogne or Colvert.
I like the Colvert more.
Love.
And I love them. I think it's excess, which is perfect.
Yes.
I still feel the same way that I do about this as I do the leather versions. I think it depends on the color, but still good.
Yeah, I love these. I like the Bourgogne version more. I think it's one of the like coolest bags if you're going for like the top coolest bags. You gotta have one of these all croc gillies in your collection. It's super rare. They almost never show up.
Really rare. So good luck with that last part, but go for it if you can get it. If you can get your hands on it, get it.
Our next edition is picnic bags. We love picnic bags.
We do.
They're the only bags that require 2 craftspeople to make. The bodies are done in OCA wicker, and at first they just made 35 centimeter Kellys with Berenia trim. These were re-released around 2017. The initial ones were around 2011. Then they released the mini picnic Kellys in a bunch of different colors. Real hot. And then the mini picnic Birkins in a bunch of different colors.
Yeah, also hot to trot.
And they started re-releasing the Picnic Kelly 35s in a bunch of different colors. Love them too, especially the mini Picnic Kellys.
Yes.
That's what I would recommend. Or the Birkins. I think the big ones are a little too big.
Cumbersome.
They're a little bulky. They're not very usable. But I would have loved to see a Picnic Birkin 35. I kind of wish they'd done that.
What about a hack picnic? Let's go. If we're going to go big, go, go.
It could be like a croquet set.
Exactly. I was just about to say it could be like a croquet set. Exactly.
Petite H, call us up. Horizons. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, so picnics are must-have for collectors.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
I would say...
And I would still say Berenia or bust.
Yeah. I would say this is on par for collectors with having a Hima. It's just like a kind of must-have staple high-end limited edition.
It is. It really is. Next up, a pretty new limited edition, the Rock Birkin. This is a black Volupto leather Birkin 25 with pockets and zippers and a Shonda Unk chain inspired by leather biker jackets. And it is cool. I love it. I want one. Oh my god.
I think all of the hardware is really cool. I think I like the concept. The only thing I don't like, and this is just a personal problem that I have with my brain, is it reminds me of Travis Barker, and then I vomit. So
I like Travis.
I like him. I think okay. So it's guilt by association. It's Courtney's personality since being with Travis has affected my view of the Rock Hack Birkin. Because I'm crazy.
That's wild. I want to bring up one that's not on our list because it's so rare. It almost never comes to market. The Un Point sur Dieu Kelly. This is the Kelly 28 that was produced in maybe just black and rougeage with alternate colored stitching. Every other stitch was white.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Love this. So
Very
rare,
cool.
so unique, distinct. It's all about the stitching. Like, if you see one of these, buy it. I think they came out in 2018, 2019, maybe 2017. And you never see them.
Yeah, you never see them. I think they're like the next level contour. Like, this is real cool. Where contour was subtle and cool, this is like wow. because it's still subtle because it's just the stitching, but then it's more noticeable, and also, who would have thought to just switch up one of the threads? I don't know. Very cool.
Very cool. Similarly, also not on our list, but not rare. I just forgot to put it on our list because I generally consider it entirely separate from other limited editions, is Soblacks. The Soblack collection was produced by Jean-Paul Gaultier during his final year at Hermès, and it consists of all black, either box or matte alligator or Nilo crocodile Birkins or Kellys, 32s, 30s, 35s, pochettes and cuts, with black PVD hardware, foilless hardware, and all black accessories.
Yes.
And it's a must-have for collectors, right? You have to have at
really
least one Soblack in your collection.
Yeah, I would say
full
this
set
is
or bust.
full set or bust. I think this is up there along with the Hima picnic kind of area of collectibles. It's kind of just an essential. The only thing I don't like is that the PVD can't be replaced. So if you get it, you have to take care of it or find another way to repair that PVD because it's not happening.
You gotta watch that hardware.
Yeah. A true just collector's piece. I wouldn't use it. I would be so scared to.
Yeah, or I would buy an already used one and just use it, you know.
Yeah, if I'm looking to
But I wouldn't use one that hasn't been used. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, exactly. That's
not at this point.
I never get really anxious about hardware scratching using. I have a very French sensibility about these things, but with Soblacks, I think just because you can't replace the PVD, it gives me extra agita.
Yeah, totally. So now we're going to go back into our value ascension grid. We took a little break there. The next one on our list is Grand Mariage Birkins and Kellys. These are Birkin and Kelly 32, 30, 35s. They were produced 2014, 2013, around that time. 4 different colorways featuring matte alligator, lizard, and ostrich. A grand marriage of exotics. They are
super, super rare.
The ultimate expression of luxury, really. And they're not that appreciated. Like, the average price for them at auction is like $60K. And I feel like it should be more. Some of them do go high, but like, I love these. I think you should have one in your collection. They're cool.
If you can get your hands
They're very
on
cool.
One, yeah, I love them.
They have Gillies
really
styling.
Yes. Yeah, very cool.
Next on our list, Alligator Verso. Which is a rare form of the... I know. Well, it's, you don't want it averaging with the leather Versos.
That's fair, right? We're going off of price.
You do rarely encounter exotic editions of the Verso collection. Kind of like they're almost as rare as exotic eclats, I would say. Very rare.
Okay, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say there's a reason for that, just being sassy.
Yeah. And I tend to like an exotic eclat just because it's like a slightly more interesting exotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you have that.
That's it. Yeah. Next up, the last group are cool, right? These are the fun ones. Right. So next up is Fringe Birkins.
Very cool.
Love a Fringe Birkin. Special order only around, like, when were these made? 2008 to 2012, that range. Different colors. Although I saw one that was all black suede.
Ooh.
Yeah, each one's unique. 30, 35. I even saw 25 once.
Yeah. Very cool.
Love them. Must have if you're a serious collector.
Yeah, love the colors. Love everything. Very equestrian. Kind of got Anate vibes going on, but different collection. I don't know. I like.
Yeah. Next, metallic Birkins and Kellys. Obviously a collector must have. These were produced sparsely beforehand, but really introduced around 2004 in silver and bronze and 3 different shades of gold. Rose gold, dark gold, yellow gold. Must have for any collector. A Birkin or a Kelly, and if you can't get your hands on one of those, you gotta at least have a Constance or a Pochette.
Yeah. I would say these are grail. These are like really, really Really cool.
Total grail.
Really rare.
Metallic exotics on another level.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, forget
Oh.
it. Forget
About
it.
it. Forget about it.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
really cool.
Mhm.
We're embarrassing. No, I'm just kidding.
We are. Next up, exotic Kelly dolls. I know we talked about these in the greater Kelly doll scheme of things, but
I
we
just
love
keep
them.
thinking visually, and I never think about the price
Yeah,
ranges that all of these are
totally.
in. At least not immediately.
I think you
like
gotta
them.
have one of these and a leather one.
Oh wow, okay, double up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Double
have
up.
gone that far, but I would say I like them better than the all leather versions. Again, depends on the colorway. I think everybody's got to have one in their collection. Don't go overboard.
Yeah. It's an extra layer of like ridiculous luxury whimsy
Yeah.
if they're exotic. Hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Next group, Himalayans.
I feel like this is like.
Do we need to describe them? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Get one. Yeah.
I mean, are we talking about Celadon in this mix or no?
Celadon, Grisond. I say you need at least one of each. White,
Yeah.
Grisond, and Celadon if you're a serious
Wow.
collector.
Max is like very hardcore with these collectors.
Yes.
I'm a little bit more lax. I say, at least a white. If you come across the Grisond, good for you.
Get it.
Grab it.
Mm-hmm.
Get
Yeah.
it. Same with Celadon. But in terms of must-have, one white. Hima.
Yeah. Kelly Wood. Two versions, Larmé and Perspective Cavalier, 22 centimeters, bog oak, beech wood, brown,
Very-
multicolor. You need both. Just saying,
Yes,
you need
very-
both.
Very cool.
But if you can only
Max,
have one, get the Larmé. I like the Larmé one better.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree with that. You're so
The bog
strict
oak
with
is
these
ancient.
collectors.
Yeah.
You're gonna have like 6,000 bags in your collection if you stick with Max, which is not a problem. I will say.
I mean, we have 70 different limited editions here, and I'm not saying you need one from each edition, but you do need more than one from some.
Fair.
Mhm.
Fair.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What do you think about the Kelly Woods? I actually love them.
No, I
They're
think they're
charming.
cool.
They're
Yeah.
innovative. Love.
Yeah, I love when Hermès uses wood.
Hmm. Love wood. Next up, second to last, Faubourg Birkins. Gotta catch them all.
You could say that for every single one. Okay, so I feel the same way about this that I do about the on the roads. Like the craftsmanship is really cool. I've just been seeing a lot of them. So whenever something gets overdone, I immediately have a bias against it. But I think it's really cool. I think you should get one. I think the black ones are better than the white ones. But that's just, my take. The nighttime
Your
ones.
take. I think you either need one or you need four. 2 or 3 is a temporary state on the way to having a Place de Faubourg, all right? Don't kid yourself. You either have one, you pick your favorite, you get that, or you get all 4. That's my
This
take.
entire episode is really a case study in our personalities.
Yeah. You ready for the final limited edition? The ultimate highest
Hit me
valued
with it.
limited edition of them all? I just thought of one more we can do after this. I'm just
a
kidding.
bonus one.
You know what? We'll do a bonus before the final. Ready? The bonus limited
Okay,
edition
okay.
are Diamond Birkins and Kellys.
I mean, yes, you gotta have it.
Gotta have one, right? Exactly. Any size, any color,
Yeah.
you gotta have one.
Yeah, I
Okay,
would say.
ready for the final? Yeah.
Wow, I thought that was gonna. That's okay. Now I'm really excited to see what the final one is based
The
on
final one.
diamonds being the bonus. Let's go.
That was the bonus, right?
Okay.
Feather Kellys. The highest valued limited edition of them all.
This is what we were waiting for. Right here is this one,
Mhm.
guys. Every single one you come across, buy it. I don't care if you need to put yourself, mortgage your house. I don't know. Get
Okay,
those
let's go
Feather
there. Let's go
Kellys.
there.
No, get
There's
it.
variations in
Get it.
Feather Kelly, right? The ones that I
No.
don't like are the ones that are the ones that don't sell at auction. Remember, like years ago, Heritage had that orange one. Sotheby's recently had that red one. I don't like those so much. They look a little crafty. I like the peacock feather Kellys. I like the mosaic feather Kellys. I like the so black feather Kellys. I like any of the special order ones that are not some color, that have
Yeah.
feathers that don't look like they came out of a bag of craft feathers that you bought at Michael's.
Crafty is like the most biting way you could possibly diss these bags. They look
Those
crafty.
specific ones are a little crafty, yeah. But all the other
I have
feather
to
Kellys I
agree.
love.
Although
You have to have one of the good ones. You got to get one of the good ones. And don't use it. For God's
yeah,
sake, don't use it.
yeah, yeah, definitely don't use that for the same reason you wouldn't use the silk ones. I don't know. I feel like you should get whatever you can come across, but then there are some that are better than others. But get what you can come across.
Okay, that's good advice. Just buy whatever you come across.
No, just for the feathers. Just for
Just the feathers,
this
just the
one.
feathers, yeah.
I'm very measured, Max, in my approach to buying things. So I would say this is the one category where you can go hog wild, get every single one you come across.
Okay, I like that. That's a good note to end on. Oh man, this has been really a marathon. I hope you guys have enjoyed our listing of 70, and we added a few, limited editions. Oh boy, what a ride, huh?
I'm just glad.
I'm
I'm just glad
exhausted.
no one died because I really thought this was going to get a lot more contentious than it was.
Oh,
We
I
kept
know,
it
I know. We
under
disagreed on
wraps.
plenty of things, but we agreed on lots as well.
Yes.
So, let us know down in the comments what's your favorite limited edition, what's the last limited edition you bought, and the next one you're going to buy. Etc., etc. Oh boy,
Yes.
my brain is mush after going
Let
through
us.
this, picturing
It was
them,
a lot, and
describing them.
it was honestly a lot of memory lane. It was deep memories that I had to go into for some of them, like the Riga. Totally
Hmm.
forgot about the Riga.
Yeah.
I love.
I forgot to mention, I did mention the record set for a Cascade Birkin, but there was also a record set this year for a Candy Birkin.
Oh God,
A
what was it?
Rose Tyrienne Birkin 25 brought just under 30,000. Yeah.
I have no words.
Remember back in the day when a candy Birkin would sell for like 20,000 and that was like an insane price for a bag. Ugh,
Insane. Yeah, that
back in
was
the day.
insane. That was literally that must have been 2014 or 2015.
We'd be like, why are they paying double?
for
Yeah.
for this. We see 12 of these a week.
That's why you gotta buy them when you come across them. Take James's advice, people.
That was just for Feather Kellys in context.
Or for whatever
Don't
you
take-
want.
Don't take my words out of context.
Ah, boy. Well, we should
we-
let our lovely listeners go. We've been holding onto their ears for a long time.
In dragging them along.
Go forth and find limiteds and
Yes.
enjoy.
Gotta catch them all.
Catch them, and then also catch our next episode next week. Tune in, subscribe, like, comment, share. BagWorld. Thanks for listening, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the episode.
You can find BagTalk clips and more fun stuff on our TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So find us over there, and we'll catch all you handbag girlies next week. Bye.
Bye.